cold mat, bare feet, breathe in the dark. Knuckle scarred, but the mind stays sharp.
So we are watching ACBJ 20, and this guy, most of them are from Russia.
Okay.
So yeah, these flags that you see are republics of Russia. So yeah, this is the first fight.
So is it teams or is it individuals?
I have no idea, to be honest with you, but they are either wearing white or black.
Okay.
But I think it's individuals.
Okay. Across the tatami. I like that.
It's Kantemir, he's age 25. What I found really interesting is they have their own record system. So if you look, it says ACBJJ Reg 00.
Ah, that's it. So they're recording their own fights. Sort of going forward, they'll have their own fight records.
Which is interesting because no other organization does this.
I mean, doesn't the UFC do it to a sense?
Yes, but they accept other.
Right, they're amateur-ish fights. They'll
Yes.
post them up. So this is only within this thing.
This thing, yeah.
Man, you're gonna be fighting a lot to actually get a record up. So it doesn't really say much about you.
So that's my issue. I'm like, what if you go and fight, for example, in UFC? Can you take your record?
Yeah, that's true. Or like say you fight in ADCC or IBJJF.
Exactly.
Can you build something? Because really, now what I'm curious to know is what rule set is this?
Oh, that's the thing. Each fight has its own rule set.
What?
So they agreed to. Yeah, for example, this one, you have a striking. I think you don't have elbows and you don't have a striking to the head. But you have kicking and a striking to the body.
Jesus.
So yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, each fight has its own rule set.
Interesting. Okay. So David in the black.
And Kantemir in the
Kantemir in the white.
Yeah. And they recorded height and weight. So yeah.
The weight's actually quite a bit of a
74,
discrepancy.
No, 74, 75.
180.
No, that's the height.
Oh,
That's
okay,
centimeters.
I got that wrong. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And we open up our card with Battle Jiu-Jitsu.
Battle Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Oh.
Between Kantemir Shubzukhov and David Goyan. Both of them are
Sort of coming in with low kicks.
Yeah.
Ah, the professional MMA fighters. Ooh. Kantemir slipped. He's playing bottom position. And because they don't allow strikes to the head, it's interesting how David's taken an approach of saying heavy, not letting him come up.
Yeah, and if you notice here, look, I love this. He hits him with his head. David is hitting Kantemir with his head. Look at his chest. Wait.
Interesting. Yeah, he's hitting him with his chest.
No, with his head.
Head to the chest.
Yeah, head to the
Because you
chest.
can't hit head to head. I mean, just to get him to move a little bit, that's interesting.
Now, my colleague right here, he's an MMA coach, and I think he knows better than I do that usually MMA guys from the bottom, maybe you don't have a very dangerous close guard.
Yes,
What do you
I've
think?
never
Because
seen that before.
For the most part, you're trying to avoid
So you see they're punching to the body.
Arms. So I think he's, because,
You
that's
see?
it. So
You have
elbows to the body.
Elbows to the
Interesting.
body. So yeah, sorry, you have elbows to the body.
But it's, again, he's playing a very MMA-based game. He's overhooking and holding. I would go, because there's no strikes to the head, underhook and start to trap arms. That's what I would do. But again, like if you're an MMA player and this is how you grapple, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna hold over, sort of go for the over ties, block and protect your head. But because it's, again, rule sets to rule sets, I think this is where it's playing into an interesting game. So David's going for the pass, controlling the head. See, so the underhooks, what he has now. So Kantemir has the underhooks. Oh, he let him go. I want to see if he was going to play something off that.
This thing is so dynamic. Look, you see?
Like, kick him in the nuts? Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Interesting, he's coming over to punch him in the stomach.
Yeah.
But it exposed the back in this case. I like that control.
He's in a great position right now to attack. It seems like one hook
Yeah,
is all
David's the
fair.
aggressor, so he's getting much better positioning.
But again, you see, it changes everything. The strikes to the body.
100%. It opens up opportunities. He passed off of strikes.
Yep.
He came in, punched. Cantemir holds everything in tight to block because he can't extend. And then David just walks around the guard. So it makes the guard pass super interesting and just adds an element of difference to it. It's a different variable.
Yeah. It's not pure jiu-jitsu, but at the same time,
Oh, it's still jiu-jitsu,
You know?
but it's interesting because like the moment you start hitting people in the head, then it becomes your typical MMA kind of based stuff. This is cool.
Doing a lot of submission attempts there.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's why, like, if people count.
I'm surprised that he's not taking his back in a traditional sort of MMA, jiu-jitsu type style. They're both MMA fighters, and to take the back, a lot of guys don't like to do it because their gloves prevents you from
Yep.
hitting RNCs. If it was me, I would have just taken the back and started to work off your traditional back take. Ooh, there, and then we started to get a reversal. Oh, going for the Darce.
Darce right now, and David is doing a good job of staying flat on the
So,
mat.
yeah,
Great defense.
David staying flat is preventing the Darce, which is really, really smart.
Cantimir elects maybe to
If I was Cantemir, I would start to either transition to
side.
guillotines, because see how his arm's in? I would
Yeah.
open up and catch a guillotine and fall back in because this hip is too far. He can't step over. So that's a really good entry for a nice guillotine.
and
wouldn't you just try to finish the Darce? or-
No, because if he's flattened out, the Darce, you got to have him sideways to be able to actually get deep. And now see he's losing position. Oh, guillotine, 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 please do the guillotine. No, wrong side. Very nice response for David. He knew that the guillotine was coming, walked over to the safe side, and he's out. That was nice. High IQ for David there. Okay, so David's setting up the Von Flu. Oh, he let it go.
it's a horrible thing right there.
Oh, I would have held the Von Flu. So he's trying to get heavy on the head to reduce it.
To do the
Yep.
flu choke. Actually, this is crazy.
Guillotine setup, yes.
Let's see steps over
I think he's going
Needs to
for
step over the head, needs to
claw.
step over the head, step over the head, bro. No, he didn't do it. Oh.
slips away.
So whenever you catch the guillotine, you have to cover the head. He was just wanting to run that across, and Cantemir got head height, and then he dumped him down.
Here he can go for the buggy.
He's
right?
setting up the buggy.
Yeah, yeah.
He's trying to set up the buggy. He's out.
Quiet. Guys, you will
I don't know why, but Cantemir, he seems. Oh, Darce.
attacking the Darce of his own.
So that's the anaconda.
Cantimir has remembered how to defend.
No, actually, Darce anaconda always end up like
Feel like
Yeah.
Japanese necktie here.
angled Darce anaconda.
Right now, again, attacking the back.
See, this is where, that's why, boys and girls, you gotta have good front headlock submissions. They're nice,
No, that's very tight right
but you need to make it way more dangerous. Now, David went for a high elbow. I think high elbow is the king of guillotines, especially if you can catch it. But Cantemir's a little too
now. We'll remind
comfortable in this position. You need to have really strong, at least one
there is no Tekken.
head and arm sort of attack of some kind. Anaconda, Darce, guillotine, have something.
He sees that both fighters
Ooh, almost had a good takedown. There we go, there we go. That was nice. Little trip with the head and arm. That was nice. See, again, we're right back in this guillotine position. Nope. David had a nice escape. That was nice. As soon as you catch that, you got to jump on it. If not, you can get reversed out.
beautiful fight right there. Amazing action from
Both these guys are really dynamic. I like
David is
this.
doing an amazing job today. This is a beautiful performance from David so far.
And what was their weight again?
74 kg. That's 180,
Yeah, so
185.
So they're still fast, they're still grapply, and that's why there's a lot of scrambles here. I want to see these guys settle and anchor. So David right now is doing a good job of, why did you step out, bro?
Sorry, 170. Yeah, 170 pounds.
So see how David stepped out of the tech mount? I would have stayed there and really tried to impose my will from the mount.
Disengaged
Why did he
fully.
disengage?
It looks good,
But I mean, again, this is interesting because how many? So we have what, 1 minute and 52 seconds,
Yes,
and is
left.
that it?
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
Interesting. So if I were him, I would have just kept going because if you had multiple rounds, oh, that's
No
nice.
pass.
That's nice.
By the way, Cantemir has got a passivity, so
So David's actually doing a really interesting strategy here where he's disengaging, being fun, being exciting. That's really cool because people like you for that. So I don't blame him for disengaging. I just like to finish guys quick. But to be fun and exciting is going to get you more fights. So I don't blame it. So he has sort of a body triangle from the back. Cantemir is belly down or kind of belly down. David's got really nice positioning. This looks, again, you can tell he's an MMA fighter off this mount because this just anchors you down. Okay, so he's back to mount. Don't disengage, bro. Please don't disengage. So I like how he's stapling his arm on that side. That's really nice. He's going for the Kimura. No, 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 no. Okay, good. See how he covered the head?
Yeah.
He's trying to pull that Kimura out. He sat down before getting the head. Oh, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Yeah. Oh, man, that shoulder's going to go. Oh, yes. Nice, nice. That was cool. Beautiful work done by David. I really liked that. Yes, he was disengaging more than I would want him to. If I was his coach, I'd be yelling at him to drive forward. But maybe going into this, and this venue being new, he wants to look really flamboyant, really exciting. So I don't blame him, because I like him as a fighter. I'd watch him again. So strategy-wise, I think he did great.
What did you think of the striking aspect of it?
That was interesting. It totally changes what happens as a passer. As a top player, he came over and punched, causing his partner to, like we spoke about, clam up and then just walks around. So it makes the passing game super interesting. From the bottom position, because you can't, I don't know if the rule set allows it, but can you kick the face? You probably can't, right?
No.
So
I think face, neck up is off limits.
So it's funny because every time you kick to engage from the bottom position, you're overextending, right? And it allows passes, but also if you stay tight to defend your torso from strikes, you allow the person to start to go around. So it totally changes the passing game, which is really fascinating. I like this rule set, this idea, because this opens up some really interesting jiu-jitsu, which it did. That's cool. That's cool. What do they call it? Like a combat? They didn't call it combat jiu-jitsu.
No, that's the thing. But combat jiu-jitsu was the one that you could even hit face.
Correct. Where it's slapping.
So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but they called it something like they called it something really specific. Yeah, the cartwheel pass. Always a crowd pleaser. Beautiful. That Kimura. Yep, I like that. He threw both legs over, coming around. Very nice.
Look at these attacks.
He was trying to get up.